Joined now on the line by SABC News reporter Mzwandile Mbeje. You saw him a moment or two ago. He was part of the delegation that went on that visit to Nkandla. Let's talk to him over the phone. Mzwandile, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. The trip was made after the Editors Forum SANEF lodged a complaint that media were denied access during a Parliament's ad hoc committee. Are you now satisfied as a journo that you've seen all you wanted to?
Thank you very much, but what I can say is that maybe we're not necessarily satisfied. We were a bit shocked because I think as the media contingent, so for the things that we found there, and then looking at the prices that are being mentioned and the kind of work that has been done or has not been done. So it was really an eye-opener, and the things that are going on there, you know, all those security features that should have been installed that are not, and I mean, the areas which we visited, really, it was, we were a bit surprised and shocked.
Mzwandile, you frequent events where the president is, you travel abroad as well as here at home. Was there ever a time when he perhaps confided in you or anybody else that it's not what you think it is, that perhaps he's not as secure and comfort as we had thought he was, that things were dilapidated, etc.? Had you any idea that you would find what you found there?
And as you know, the president has maintained, I think, in public as well, to say it's not what people are reporting. For example, what you normally see on television, you know, those houses, most of the houses that are being shown on television are actually not part of the upgrades. So if you look at our story, what we tried to do was to stick to those government facilities that are the issue. So most of the things that get shown on television are those things that the president built for himself. And then we're even shown the fence that demarcates the area where the president lives, like his private homestead, that has nothing to do with all these things. And the government facilities, for example, where he needs to be secured. And then you remember, even in Parliament, he kept on saying, you know what? So those houses that you are showing, they have nothing to do with the security upgrades. But you are confusing the public, because what the public does is that they see those houses and they think, oh, so the president has benefited from this. But at the end of the day, it's not it. That's why the media then got the opportunity to say, to see exactly what the public protector is speaking about, the SIU is speaking about, and all those reports that have been compiled. And then where you can see, I mean, even where the president is expected to receive the heads of state, that place is not even completed. But even if it's completed, it's just a small office, really, which you can't say, I mean, royalty or heads of state should be received at. Even the clinics, some of the work, the walls are cracking, even the floors are cracking. And the issue of the crawl. I mean, we went there thinking we'll see this crawl, this fancy crawl, hearing the amount that is being mentioned, but it's just a crawl like any other crawl, perhaps next door. Yeah. Well, the other issue that was really a confusion, the amphitheater. I mean, I'm sure as you listen to me talk about the amphitheater, you've already created your picture in mind how it looks like, and then we just found a place which is also used as a soil detention wall. So really there's nothing wow about it. It was really a shock, as I indicated earlier, for many journalists who went there.
I was going to ask you, what the reaction of other journalists was. Mzwandile, you and I both know that as the public broadcaster, some might assume that we are entitled to say that and that it is expected for us to share what you've just shared. But some of the other media houses, now this is just to you on a personal level, when you went back into the bus and you're driving away, what did you say among yourselves?
You know, it was very interesting. As you indicated in your intro, we were about 25 to 30 journalists from different titles, newspapers and electronic media, radio and television. So after touring the site for about 2.5 hours, I can tell you, I think we're all speaking with one voice to say, where did this money go to? I think that's the question every journalist wanted to know. To say, if so much money was spent, all right, we agree, but where was it spent on? Because certainly you can't tell me that the chicken run, which is like a chicken run next door, you can't tell me that crawl, which is like any other crawl, the visitor center, it's just like an office. So the question, I think, on the minds of journalists was that I think government or the investigating agencies, they need to track down the people who did this so that they account, because you can't spend so much money and you can't see the results. I think that was the main question on the minds of the journalists. And I'm sure in their writings, I think that would be the dominant feature, because when we're conversing amongst ourselves,
that was the question that was asked.
To say,
well, perhaps,
where did the money go to?
Yeah, perhaps that's the next frontier. Where did the money go to? Mzwandile Mbeje is our journalist on the ground there. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with that particular story. And let's take a look at this in the meanwhile. The chairperson of Parliament's Nkandla Ad Hoc Committee, Cedric Frolic, says that the ministers of Police, Nathi Nhleko, and Public Works, Thulas Nxesi, have to give more explanation on upgrades at the president's home.